let's talk about the song Mexico that's coming out this Thursday, May 7th. Want to tell us, Matt, about that song, what it's about, what it means to you?
Yeah, this song goes way, way, way back, probably 8 years back.
Oh, wow.
And we could talk about this song for another hour, pretty much. But
Short version, quick version.
Short version, quick version. The song actually, it has links and ties to almost all the other songs, and it's the starting point as well as the ending point. And it's not, when we say Mexico, it's not contemporary Mexico. It's kind of like the origin story of Mexico. It's the legend of, the Aztec people, and it's more about a promised land and knowing that in being in relationship that inevitably there is an end, and it's a bit of a promise of finding somebody either in this life or next life. So it's about transcending, I think, the physical limitations of love, and it's a more like spiritual finding of another,
and a kind of a promised land narrative, right? I mean, it's about trudging through the desert and finding that oasis.
I remember actually when Matt wrote the song, which was a long time ago, but we only got around to recording it now. But it felt like a bit of like the next level in the way Matt was writing. It was an upgrade. I don't mean to put your songs down like that, but you know what I mean. It was like
of course, your songwriting like evolves. You get better as you do it. Sure.
Yeah.
And so Mexico.
Sorry, you mentioned we're releasing on the 7th, right? So I think it's quite cool because the 7th is obviously the day of completion. It's when God finished creating the universe on the 7th day. There's 7 archangels, 7 days in the week, and so I think it's really powerful, that number that we are releasing on that day, our last track that we did with you under this contract. And so there's a sense of like completion to what these tracks we've been working with and what we've done. And I think it's quite poetic. I didn't realize that day.
Yeah, cool. I also wanted to just follow up. I mean, Mexico, as you said, it's a recurring theme in your songs. Another recurring theme is sort of the space thing, right? Yeah. I mean, there's Club of Suns, the word sun is in there, and Once Around the Sun, and Spaceman's Vertigo. And so what's the space theme?
Yeah, well, Stef he's a physicist, actually.
Was yeah.
You were, no, you're still at heart, you're a particle physicist. But I think both of us, I think all of us, we've been brought up in religious homes. We might not overtly be like a religious band. I think we sing about life and art and things that are, I think, more left of anything that's been structured. But space, I think, is important to us because that's our origin. Our atoms were forged in the hearts of dying stars, and so we wanted to make this thing that was safe for all people, all walks of life. We're all space people. We're hurtling through space. We're all astronauts. We're all aliens. Yeah.
And yet there's this duality for me there. Like I like that because on one hand, this the whole thing of coming from space and from stardust, and we're all stardust. It's like this extremely unifying force. But then I also know that the three of us, in our own rights, have all, to a large extent, felt like outsiders at times from the general population, and felt like we think differently and look differently, and do things differently. And so there's this kind of duality between the space theme being like this unifying force, and also this kind of isolating force. feeling like an outsider. So
Like you're aliens and aliens on Earth, yeah, among humanity. This is why I called you guys cerebral rock. thinking people.
I love that description. Yeah.
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 And that's
Well,
me too.
I think so many people, like, they fall into the trap of trying to make music that's just going to sell well. But I hope that we are a little bit more authentic. Like, we draw so much inspiration from what's around us, and we have to read books, we have to watch films, we have to listen to new stuff, and we all love the arts. And we're very aware of what's happening socially, politically. We may not sing about it or talk about it overtly, but it really does impact us. And people are important to us. Our minds and our souls are important to us, and we just kind of want to see something better for humanity. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, that seems like a good place to wrap it up, guys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight and for all the music and all the efforts. And yeah, it's really been cool, guys. And let's everyone look forward to the last Club of Sons Songsmiths collaboration dropping on Thursday. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for being
Thank you,
our
Rob.
producer for so long.
Yeah,
Indeed.
cool.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey. We really appreciate everything you've done with us and for us.
Awesome.
Yeah, such a
Great.
privilege to spend the hours in studio. Just a privilege. I love it.
All right, guys.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Cool.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Chat
Rob.
soon.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.